Representatives from the property sector in the North East have agreed that realism is returning to the market. Members attending the latest North East Property Forum, run by the Northern Echo and chaired by Latimer Hinks solicitors, were mixed in their reactions to an impending recovery, but concluded realistic pricing should assist the market in gaining more momentum in coming months.
The themes have been somewhat similar to previous ones. There's been a lot of positive things. There's been examples of one firm of estate agents taking on 2 new members of staff, which makes a very refreshing change from shedding staff. There have been figures produced by various people saying how much more property they've sold this year than the equivalent time last year, how much more value they've sold this year as opposed to last year. But the themes that recur are, first of all, that something will only sell if it's competitively priced, and secondly, that money is very difficult to access.
We're seeing a great increase in interest and sales, particularly from first-time buyers who we feel as though have been sitting on the fence, but are seeing now that the time's turned and to get into the property market. We've introduced shared equity schemes, which have certainly helped the market for first-time buyers, in that they don't need to provide a deposit and they borrow 75% of the value of the property.
I think everybody's much more positive than they were several months ago. Certainly from a personal point of view, we've noticed an increase in demand, people coming in actually asking about mortgages. If you look back 2 or 3 months ago, we were probably only getting 1 or 2 inquiries a month, where at the minute we're probably getting 3 or 4 inquiries a week, so that's particularly good. But I think people are still cautious. I think that at the minute they're coming in to see if we can actually help them, whether there's actually funding available rather than making applications. So I think from that side of view, I think to use the theme that was in the meeting is that I think they wait for more green shoots to come available, before they actually apply for mortgages. As an institution, we'll do less lending in 2009 than we did in 2008. I think that's typical for most lenders for this year. But again, there are some good packages out and about, and we'll hopefully have some new ones as well quite shortly.
There were plenty of positives that came out of the meeting today. We started off with a note of caution where there was a kind of a warning that we should be a bit careful about over-egging the pudding in terms of the green shoots that are starting to appear. But as we went round the table, there were people talking about 40% increase in activity year on year, that there were real signs that realism was returning to the market, and that people were seeing just general increases in activity really, and I think that was very positive.